And when we say submission, it's often seen as this negative thing where like I'm giving up all autonomy and I'm just submitting to your every whim.
Passenger princess.
But it's more so.
But for life.
It's more so a trust thing. I want to know that like if I'm not there and somebody asks you to make a decision for the both of us, that like, yeah, I can readily know that you would make a decision that would protect and benefit our family at the end of the day. Exact period. And so when we talk about gender roles, I've probably my entire life have fought the idea of having gender roles and like, I don't need no man. I can do whatever I need to do. I grew up largely without my dad in the house.
You don't need a man until there's a spider.
Like, period.
You don't need no man until there's a jar that needs to be open. You don't need no man until the compost, which is Dominique only thing in this house. Love to see that you did not compost this week. Thank you very much.
Because you didn't put the bag back, but okay.
It's all juicy and gross. That's a Kolter thing, I guess.
No, anyways, I'm not going to get into this. Don't need no man
until the compost. Welcome to Playing House, the podcast about keeping your relationship sexy and secure. I'm Kolter.
And I'm Dom, and we are a real couple who are having real discussions and inviting you in to be our third in the podcast, not in bed. We're not interested right now.
Again, it depends how hot you are and how crazy. On today's episode, balance, prioritization, support systems, and communication with your partner. But first, how you doing?
I am doing well. I love the holidays. It's my favorite time of year. So
let's see the Christmas nails.
No, I'm going to get them done again soon. So
okay.
You're previewing them too early. They're probably going to be changed to green. So they're looking like presents, like gift wrap right now. But I'm going to get chrome green.
I'm very excited for you.
Thank you.
I'm excited for me too.
Thank you. Okay, you should be.
I'm excited for all of us. Wow.
Yeah.
Truly really the Christmas gift we've all been looking for.
Anyways, I'm excited because I took the week off for the holidays.
About that, by the way. Couldn't get the entire week off. So
you quit.
No, we need the money.
Okay.
We need the money.
Well.
Need the money to keep coming in. So.
Well, I went ahead and took the entire week. So the Monday, Tuesday are obviously Christmas, and then Boxing Day, which in Ontario we celebrate that kind of like what is it in the States? Black Friday.
Sure.
And then I took Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, thinking, yes, I'm going to get some time to myself. And then learned that the daycare is also closed. So me and my daughter are going to be chilling without you, apparently.
And my parents can take her for a couple days.
It's also, so I started my own celebration where I celebrate Kwanzaa, and it's very much by myself because my family does not celebrate it.
I do it with you.
When have you ever done it with me?
Every year.
What have you done?
Umoja.
You've done Umoja. That's what you just announced?
We also celebrate Nia, our daughter, and one of the days of Kwanzaa. It means purpose.
What does Umoja mean?
Unity.
Good job.
Whoa, don't ask me a third. Don't ask me a third.
So I've always done that by myself. So it's great because like now Nia is starting to be aware of it. And she's like, we celebrate 2 holidays. We celebrate Christmas and Kwanzaa.
And Toyotathon, 3.
You're so annoying. So it's going to be cool to start that, start some traditions with her. And I got a couple of books from the library where we're going to like learn about the 7 principles and like do some crafts together. And it's a really reflective time for me to like focus on the different principles. So focus on what unity looks like in my life and what purpose looks like for me.
What does unity look like for you this year?
So I really want to have a holiday party this year on the 26th, which is the first day of Kwanzaa.
We're going to give everybody like an hour to shop online though, right?
Oh, it's going to be in the evening time.
Right,
Have your shopping
day.
Get your shopping
out of the way.
If you want to, if you got anything left, shout out to you. And then everybody come over in the evening and like we just gather and have some fun. I want to get
What's for dinner?
I want to get a giant charcuterie board. I know.
Can you eat that though?
She's a millennial.
Can you eat that?
No.
Because you got GERD.
I very much have acid reflux, chronic acid reflux, and I have an endoscopy coming up. So they're going to put a camera down my throat. Probably can't eat it, but it's going to be Caribbean food and like patties and cocoa bread and no, Kolter.
What are you going to be able to eat?
I keep bread.
What does a charcuterie board look like for you? Oatmeal? Plain?
Yogurt, a lot of probiotic. No, you know what? Dairy is not good for me either.
But you're lactose intolerant sometimes.
And because dairy is high in fat typically.
What about could you have a baked potato? No sour cream?
Yes.
Okay. A nice hot baked potato. Yep.
Holidays.
What Kwanzaa's all about, baby.
And Christmas. So yeah, I'm excited about that. What about you? How you doing?
Christmas has always been kind of, I've always dreaded Christmas for a couple of reasons. Christmas, when I started my radio career, I was alone for that Christmas. That fucking sucked.
Yeah.
You were like 6 weeks away from flying to move in with me. Again, that sounded weird, to move all of our shit.
You moved first,
Sure.
and then I followed you like a couple months after.
Kind of weird that like you hire a guy, me, a couple weeks before Christmas,
Yeah.
and then just fucking abandon me on Christmas.
It's also a
And
weird time to hire somebody.
Also a weird time.
Yeah,
Just be like,
yeah.
dude, start on January 2nd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're good. But they needed coverage over the holidays, which I get. But like, no one worked Christmas Day anyway. It was just weird. Why are you abandoning me? I didn't get it. But also like incredibly guilty when I receive gifts. Don't like that.
Yeah.
Weird around gifts. And I have been doing a lot of therapy for many years now. And according to my therapist, that is some control I need to get over. And people giving me gifts is not really about me. It's about the gift giver. And so when I don't tell you what I want and I make that difficult for you, that is, that's impeding your ability to show your love to me. I'm blocking that. I'm blocking my blessings. And to quote Ari Lennox, you can't be blocking your blessings.
I thought you were going to say, don't waste my queen space. Yeah.
I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah,
If you
absolutely.
fucking waste my queen space, I swear to God. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I think it's fair, but it is also, I think it's fair to want to be shown love in your love language.
Yeah.
So if you're not comfortable, with grand gestures and showboaty gifts and, because I know like your family goes all out for the holidays.
Oh my God. I called my mom the other day and I said, hey, wanted to talk about Christmas real quick.
Oh dear.
She goes, what's up? And I said, okay, need some transparency around the gifts here. Because last year we agreed,
Yeah.
or at least I did,
Yeah.
no gifts that year. 2022, it was like, you know what? We've all like been through some stuff, COVID, cancer, like spoil Nia. She's your grandchild.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm good. I don't want anything, please.
And it was her first year that she was like aware of what was happening for Christmas.
Sure.
She was just 2. So yeah, it was a big deal.
I also like don't want to set a precedent where my daughter is expecting this like
Thousands of gifts.
giant thing.
Yeah. Every single year. No.
And you're the grandparents, you get to like spoil your grandchild.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take that away from fucking anybody.
If you can, why not?
But we had an agreement, no gifts. And she's chuckling. And I'm like, I know you think it's funny, but like I felt totally blindsided. And I felt like an asshole when
'Cause we
I've got
did
nothing for
not.
you.
Yeah.
You come over to our house and you've got like literal fucking totes.
Yeah. Oh,
Of
they showed up
gifts.
with boxes.
And
yeah.
I'm like, what is it? And I said to my dad, I'm like, dude, what? And he just shrugs his head, shoulders, and he's like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, I know this is not, none of this is you. My dad's going out Christmas shopping. No.
Maybe.
I
He
sincerely
might surprise
doubt it.
you. He might just be the most like humble man on earth.
My father,
Maybe.
humble.
Maybe. He's just been tricking us this entire time. And he's like, I actually have been the one choosing. I spend in February, I
What a
start my
conspiracy.
spreadsheet.
This is like a
Yeah.
Pizzagate level conspiracy.
Okay. He starts his spreadsheet in January or February.
Makes notes every time someone
Oh
mentions
my
something.
gosh, that's her favorite drink. Okay, that's the flavor you like. Stocking. You know what I mean? He's ready.
Just
And your
dumps a
mom-
cocktail into the stocking. I'm like, why is it so fucking wet?
Your mom just takes the credit.
And she's chuckling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, so what are we doing this year? And also like kind of downplay when I was like, hey, I felt kind of blindsided. What do you mean? You don't need to get me anything. And I'm like, yeah. And that was the agreement both ways. Oh, Lisa. So I said,
Which is like a great problem at the end of the day. It's like my
Sure.
parents love me so much
but
that
also
even
I feel like an asshole because it's
Yeah.
like you're showering
Yeah.
us with gifts. And then I'm like, well, I guess that's it. So thanks for coming.
yeah.
Maybe. And I said, so what are we doing this year? She goes, I said, are you going to buy anything? She goes, well, I won't now. And I said, have you bought anything already? Did.
And she goes, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, I just saw one thing, but like, you don't need to get me anything. And I'm like, can we just like, can we go for dinner? Let's go for dinner. I'll pick up the check. And she's like, okay, but it depends where. And I'm like, oh, now we're doing this? So like control. That's what it all comes down to.
Absolutely.
My mom's allowed to get me a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
I'm also allowed to get my mom a Christmas gift or not get her a Christmas gift. But I look like a fucking dick if I don't, so.
Well, it's your mom.
Yeah, so, it's my mom.
So you'd be kind of a jackass.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
So that's Christmas for me, but I feel like in the last couple of years, I've been a little bit better.
You definitely have.
Leaning into it because I know how much you love it. And we've got a child.
The holidays.
And our child loves Christmas.
Yeah.
Got a picture with Santa. They're BFFs.
Yeah, he told her she's on the nice list. I really think he should have checked in with us as her parents first, just in case like we were trying to hold anything over her head.
You know, like parents.
But, you know, he went ahead and said, you're on the nice list. And, you know, she celebrated. So that's, now we got to get the gifts.
I feel like it's a little premature. I feel like it's a little premature.
Who does that? You didn't even check in. Like, you don't know she threw a tantrum before she came here. You just announced this.
She wants a PJ Masks toy.
Okay, that's new.
That's the latest. We read a bunch of PJ Masks books.
Oh, Lord.
Loves the PJ Masks.
No, she doesn't. She said she wants an Anna Elsa doll.
Okay.
Or the dolls, which is what I bought.
Sure.
So, and it's from me, not Santa. Santa does not get a label under our tree, by the way.
Okay.
Nor does he get like a label for Kwanzaa. Like.
So no gifts from Santa?
No, because it's my money.
Okay.
And my time and my research.
Right.
But you're doing well otherwise?
Yeah, doing great. Clearly a little bit better than you. I'm trying. I'm really trying.
I appreciate it. And again, I see it. I see the effort that you're putting in. Previous years of just you've gotten grumpy near the holidays.
Yeah,
it's
just
like,
exude negative energy.
It's coming and I hate it. And this year, like, you've helped put up the decorations outside and have just allowed me to do my thing around the house and
that's
been negative.
What I've learned over the years. When it comes to decorations, and I'll count Christmas among that.
Okay.
Just give you the power and the support to do what you want to do.
That's literally with everything. Just do that. Just invest.
Same with the studio. Invest.
What?
You got to invest. And you got to trust me to make the right decision. In the same way that I trust you to make the right decision with Christmas decorations.
How'd we get here? You think Christmas decorations add up to what you've been spending on the studio?
Over the years? Probably.
No.
How much was the tree? No, actually, I don't want to play that game.
And I got it on sale.
Nah, it's not going to end well for me. So let's just keep moving on from that. But this will make us a lot of money, the Christmas tree. Jury's out on that one. But
oh my God.
As far as time off goes, I never take that week of Christmas off. Because, like, I get kind of depressed first week of the year. After all of the hullabaloo is over.
Hullabaloo.
I'm like, it's kind of sad.
How you spell it?
I don't know. It's just a white thing, I guess.
What
did I say earlier? Guffaw?
Guffaw. How you spell that?
That's just cracker shit.
Oh my God.
Hashtag cracker shit. I'm on my cracker shit. I need a t-shirt that said that. Speaking of merch, let's get this plug in. Let me recharge before I get charged. You can buy that. Link in bio.
Stocking stuffer.
Oh
it's a little late for that, but I mean,
no. It'll ship
promoting.
It ships in like a couple of business days or something. I don't know. You'll get it within a week of ordering it. So,
Okay.
I think.
You're just talking.
No, for sure though, for sure. It'll be if you order today. Order the fucking thing today. I need this. I need this so bad. So I'm gonna take a few days off in January as well. But I got I got 5 days in a row coming up.
Ooh, in January.
No, it's like now.
Oh.
I got the Friday off and then the following Monday, Tuesday.
Okay, so like all the stat holidays, and you've added an additional day.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's nice, right? It's nice. 5 days off in a row. When's the last time that happened? I don't know. I need a me day. I'd like to have a you and I day.
Oh.
Would be great. And then we'll go from there. And then like
Nia, you wanna throw our daughter in there somewhere?
Yeah, at some point if I can fit her in. It's always good to have like an admin day too, right? file like
It's
all
the
the
end of the
receipts
year.
and shit.
It's circle back season.
Circle back season. Hey, we'll
circle
get back to
back in
this
the new year.
January. And then everyone tries to circle back all at once, and you're in a hurricane.
Yeah.
Bitch, you
but
are in a
that's
hurricane.
2024's problem.
All right. Let's do this. Pillow Talk. This is the part of the show where we get a little more intimate, where we just like, is it?
We can jump right into Pillow Talk. I mean, I was going to do Family Matters first, but we can start here. Today's theme is...
No. Family Matters. We have to do it right.
Sure. Today's theme is is balance. Coming up on the holidays, it sometimes gets a little bit difficult to balance expectations, to balance family, to balance finding time for yourself and the stress that can often come along with the holiday time, and like financially too. Balance some checkbooks. That's not really a thing that people do physically anymore.
That's not the 80s.
It's a thing, a phrase I've heard in my life. So when I think about balance, I love the holidays, as we've established already, and I love the rush of it all. I love being surrounded by like crowds in this case, and like the chaos, because I come from a very large family.
It's giant.
I have 3 older sisters, hundreds of first cousins, if you combine both sides.
It's like everyone in Grenada.
Pretty much.
Right?
I assume everybody who's Grenadian is my cousin. But like, so I've always had huge family celebrations, and I've just always loved these huge celebrations. So, and getting with you and starting our own new traditions, obviously we just established you hate that.
Well, and there's been some pushback, I think, from our respective families.
Oh my God.
Right?
Which, fair enough.
I don't think it's fair.
So,
Because these are the same people that when they were our age and starting out and having kids, like you're starting your own thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's difficult, and maybe we'll have difficulty with that when Nia's grown. Mm-hmm. There's some difficulty with going like, oh, like these adults are my children. Yes, meaning you and me. But like not with the same parents. That makes it sound like we're related individually.
I don't think anyone thinks we're related.
Why not? Why wouldn't they think that?
Because I'm Black.
So?
And married to you.
Okay. Were you saying that I'm not?
So our parents have pushback.
But they probably failed to remember being in their 20s and 30s and like having young kids and going like, well, no, like we're going to start our own thing. We're going to do our own thing, right?
So for the behind the scenes in previous years, and it's been easier because we had a newborn. It was a pandemic. It was easier to say like, we're setting new traditions. We don't want to run around, go to all these different houses, go to his family's house,
so much
my family's,
driving.
like, it's our family at the end of the day, but like go to all these different, especially your parents lived 4 hours away and expected us to be there.
And it's like, it's just not going to happen. And they would, to be fair, on Christmas, like they would come down.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But there were other Christmases.
Sure.
We were there, and it's a, days of dedication.
And my mom likes to get it in early. You're getting a text in October.
Oh
so
my God.
What are your Christmas
Thanksgiving
plans?
didn't even come yet. Happy Halloween. Forget that. What's going on for Christmas?
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm trick-or-treating with my child. I'm like, can I get back to you like in a month?
Truly. So yeah, that was the precedent that we were trying to set. But as of this year, I think both of our families went, we're done with that. The pandemic's over. Cancer's over. Nia's growing up. We're going to be there, and you're going to be in our house.
But also part of it was me, like, getting back to what I said earlier about when people want to give you gifts, that's them showing you love, and you can't block that, or you shouldn't block that.
Yeah. In
like a healthy way and all that shit. But we didn't want to have to drive everywhere on Christmas. Because like my parents live 30 minutes away, and then your parents live 30 minutes away in the other direction.
Yeah.
So that's like 30 one way, an hour, 30 back. And that's with no traffic, which there will be. And that's with no snow, which there likely will be. And it's a lot, and it's like being on all day. But the reality is we could split it up over a couple of days, or we could do this on another day. The fact that Christmas is the 25th, it's just like, just give it to them. It makes them so happy. We're going to be happy to see everybody. And then you know what? We can recover the next day. And
again, like, I love that. I grew up, having my huge family around the tree, and we opened up our gifts. Family would come over. We'd have breakfast. Then we'd go to another family member's house. Like, there was driving involved in the day. There was a lot of family and seeing different people. And it was all about going out of your way for other people. So again, like, when I think about that balance, it's like figuring out the balance between what you're comfortable with, number one, because also don't want to put you in a position where you feel like you have to show up in all these places. You're miserable that day. That's not fun for anybody, especially not for you.
No, but it's also like incumbent upon me to just like be in a good attitude, be in a good mood, have a good attitude. It's Christmas. I want to make it fun for my kid. I want to make it fun for you. I want to make it fun for everybody.
And yourself.
And I will find the fun in it.
What is not fun? The travel.
The like constantly, we all have to be together, all as a unit, all day long. So this Christmas, I will be taking 20-minute periods to myself throughout the day.
Good.
20 minutes at my parents' place, 20 minutes at your mom's place.
But don't leave me alone with your parents.
That's what the 20 minutes is. Figure it out.
Can I come?
No, you can't. I mean, you can, but as long as it's spelled C-U-N.
You no.
Need a whole lot more than 20 minutes. Just kidding.
Womp womp.
No. I don't need 20 minutes for that.
Oh, you have it. Nice.
Just kidding. The dick's bomb.
Transcendent. Some would say.
Transcendent dick.
But yeah. So also learning to balance on my end the different celebrations that I was talking about. So like I said, I've always celebrated Kwanzaa, but by myself. And now that I got a kid, I can make her do it with me.
Great. You can do the same thing to your kid that we just complained about our parents doing to us. Amazing.
You complained. I said I loved it. I loved seeing my mom's tradition. Like my parents are Caribbean, so they have their own traditions. Changing like the curtains in the house and like
including the shower curtain, by the way.
Cake.
Can we talk about that?
Absolutely. So like I'm ready to go buy my new shower curtain just now because like that's part like this is the new shower curtain smell, and that sounds so weird, but like that's part of the tradition for
me. What does
it
like, smell like? A factory in China?
Plastic. But
just like,
my mom
chemicals.
My mom would put up like a red drape over the shower curtain.
Which you can tell that like only women lived in that house. Because if any dudes did, the thing would reek of piss. Because it's right next to the toilet. No, the shower curtain. You've got like a fabric shower curtain in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In front of the plastic one.
Yeah, but like...
How you pissing on the... How?
No, like if it's right next to the toilet, there's going to be splashback.
Why? What's wrong with you?
No, the piss just kind of like splashes out of the toilet sometimes.
Is that what you're doing to our shower curtain?
I wipe down the rim of the toilet after I'm done, but there's going to be some piss particles. Did you not know about... She didn't know about the piss particles. You fucking idiot. Piss particles everywhere. It's in this room right now.
Yeah, apparently. So anyways...
The piss is coming from inside the house.
Balancing my Caribbean family's like traditions and the food that we would eat during the holiday times and like embracing your family's traditions and the food that y'all eat during the... We eat ham.
Having a ham.
Yeah, I feel like we don't eat ham. That's
Ham's
part
great.
of breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah, but like Caribbean people are not big on pork all the time.
No, but I typically only eat ham.
Fuck, I could do some ham right now. Big slice of ham.
Okay.
You know? Should we get some
ham too much. Is ham even a word anywhere?
Can we Uber eat some ham?
From where?
Give me one ham, please. I don't know. The ham place. Right? Surely there's a place that just specializes in ham.
IHOP.
Do we have IHOP? No, we don't in Canada.
I think we do.
Oh, and Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is this weird universe where there's a bunch of American restaurants.
Things. Yeah.
Like they've got, I think Niagara Falls has 3 IHOPs. They've got 2 Outbacks.
Wow. Never been.
I love Outback.
Wow.
Yeah. Should we go to Niagara Falls just for Outback?
I actually hate Niagara Falls.
Why? Cheese City?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cheesy.
And it's just, you just look at the water.
Wax Museum.
Yeah.
Never done Maid of the Mist, though.
I don't want to.
I'd give it a shot. Why not?
My cousin, I saw she went ziplining over the falls. I might do that. Like that's worth traveling for. Yeah.
Not happening.
Well.
Catch me in the Wax Museum. Did I tell you how much I loved the Wax Museum all of a sudden? And they got the go-kart track in Niagara Falls.
The go-kart tracks are
That's amazing. Yeah. It's so much fun. It's like Mario
They're really
Kart.
Fun. Yeah. And then the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum.
Yeah, it's so dated though.
It really is.
It's like the same garbage that was there when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Please sponsor us.
It's all of Niagara Falls except for the go-karts. Shall we get into pillow talk?
Let's get into pillow talk.
So what the hell do you want for Christmas?
I saw this nice camera bag.
You want a camera bag?
Yeah. You want a bag for Christmas?
I want a Brandon Blackwood purse.
Okay.
It better be on its way, by the way.
It doesn't. Oh, I guess it did drop by the time this is posted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're a couple days beforehand.
Okay.
In recording time. So
Mm-hmm.
I have it set on my calendar.
Okay.
I signed up for the newsletter.
So I want the same color that Beyonce had.
Okay.
Okay.
You going to get a blonde wig like Beyonce?
You want me to?
That's like a platinum one. I like when you do like blonde, like my color hair, or maybe a little bit lighter.
Do you not like my brown hair?
Of course I love your brown hair. You're trying to do something here. My favorite hair is when you got it like au naturel, baby. Put that fucking fro in my face. Truly.
You like a twist out.
Yeah, just like grab it with my hands.
Don't do
From the
that.
back.
I'd never let you grab my natural hair ever. You can grab
One
my
hand
lace
around the
fronts.
neck.
You can grab my braids.
One
You can
hand
grab my
around the
faux
hair.
locks. Whoa, but never the twist out. Never the no.
Whoa.
Okay.
Might have to pause this for a sec.
Can you please add in a wallet? Because I lost mine. So I need a Brandon Blackwood wallet with the gold trim around it.
And also I lost all of my shoes.
Oh, no.
And I see that they sell coats now. It's so cold. Yes, camera bag.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you the
have
brand
a
because they don't
specific-
sponsor.
Okay, but you have a link, I assume.
Yeah. And it's on sale right now, so maybe get moving on that.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Okay.
It
Amazing.
folds open like a doctor's bag, which is pretty cool. I was like, do I get the backpack version? But the backpack version it's 24 inches, giant,
Oh.
huge, and you can't take it on an airplane. I want to be able to take this bag like when we travel.
Ooh, are we traveling in 2024?
Yeah.
Good.
I really need to make that work. And then I know you don't care because you've checked out of this at this point, but the so I'm gonna get that like hopefully fingers crossed that 21-inch shoulder bag with the doctor's bag style opening, and then also like I'm gonna get myself like a little tiny backpack just so I can take like a camera and like a lens or two and a microphone.
Okay.
I'm like, explore the city or something.
You seem really excited about this. So
Yeah.
like you're embracing, I'm proud of you. You're embracing the holiday season and the gift giving of it
Yeah.
all. And you actually have something on your list. That's cool. Cause every year it's, don't get me anything.
Listen, there's something else on the list, but neither one of us can afford that. So
Which is?
it's a lens. The lens is $3,500. And
That's ridiculous.
how?
That's ludicrous.
And here's the thing. I know that people make money off of this stuff, and like we do as well. Like this is a business, and we have clients, and it's great to have great equipment for this podcast, for instance. It looks amazing. But like $3,500 for a lens.
That's a lot of money.
And it's a portrait lens. I don't really do a whole lot of portrait work.
Right.
Mostly video
This is,
work.
I feel like most people will not understand what's happening with there, but like it's a lens that wouldn't work for most general shots that you capture.
Okay, so really quickly, you can use. You're just checking out now. You want to like take a dump or something? Dominique's gonna bark one out, and I'll just go through this really nerdy shit. So on standard cameras, like what you would like a DSLR, right? A Dizzler. Shout out 505 podcast. That's what they call it. Those guys are great. They've really helped me out. Just trying to support my boys.
Shout out to them.
They call their fans rocks. We got to come up with a name.
Not rocks. That's what the hell is that?
Okay. Anyway, so like on a DSLR, those would use it uses a regular photography lens. If you get a cinema camera, which is what we're shooting this on, a specialty video camera, it uses these lenses as well. You can get specialty like cinema lenses. Those are crazy expensive, even more expensive. One lens can be like 15 grand. It's nuts. Some lenses are better for pictures. Some lenses are better generally for pictures. Some lenses are generally better for video. This one's generally better for pictures. That's it. We're done.
So you want a bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want a bag too?
First of all, mine is a Brandon Blackwood purse that Beyonce wore. So we are not the same.
Oh, the lights go out?
Wow. Feels racist. I don't know.
You talk. I'm going to fix this.
Okay.
Fourth wall, baby. Breaking it. Smashing it.
Now that I am half shadow, I will continue speaking. The next question is, how do you prefer to handle gift giving? And what are your thoughts on the importance of exchanging gifts in our relationship? Now, as Kolter continues fixing my light, thank you for this. I'm going to speak to my side of things, which is exchanging gifts in our relationship. It's not something we've typically done in the past. Like, we don't buy each other gifts for anniversaries.
No, we'll do things, which I prefer. That's just me, though.
Right. That's just me, though.
That's just
me personally?
Yeah. Like the way that my life is set up, I like going and doing a thing. So we've gone to like a day spa in the past. There's a better day spa close by now, which I would love to collab with.
Yeah.
We'll get there, though.
One day. One day.
Next year.
Shout out to y'all.
It's going to happen. So that stuff's cool.
Absolutely.
The first Christmas, though, shot myself in the foot.
Okay, you are done. So we were dating. We had been dating for not even a year yet.
Yeah, but we had already done it, so. Got her a necklace from Tiffany. What an idiot, eh? What an idiot.
Still got it. Still a beautiful necklace. And
I see you're not wearing it right now, though. Interesting.
Oh, I need to be buried in it now?
Why are you talking about death?
My God.
Okay.
Anyway, why am I talking about death?
Yeah, truly.
You keep doing this. Are you telling me my tits are
I
exposed?
just had something on me.
Oh,
This
okay.
shirt is covered in lint.
I have a lint shaver. You should use that. Shout out to the dollar store. But yeah, it's not something we've typically.
Shout out to the dollar store. What up, Dollarama?
Everything for a dollar store, $1 or $2, Dollar Tree.
Hey.
Yeah, it's not something we've typically done in the past. Our first Christmases, we bought something. By the time we moved in together, I feel like that's when we pretty much stopped.
Like for anniversaries and stuff?
Yeah.
Nah, we'd go out for dinner or something.
Yeah, but we don't buy each other
something.
gifts. So we're not like, I'm going to buy this, wrap it up, and present it to the person. It's like we have a joint bank account.
Yeah.
We have, if you have a credit card, I got a supplementary card, and vice versa. So it's like, I'll just buy it for myself. Okay. Or unless somebody asks for something, for a recent birthday, you went all out. You got me a MacBook.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Pro.
And then told me to make our first $1 million on it. And
how are we on that, by the way? Getting there? Getting there. First mill's the hardest, right? That's what they.
That's what they always say. But it is. I think the gift giving part is not entirely important, but the importance of just showing it's a time to set a time. It's a time of the year to set aside and intentionally show someone that you're grateful for them. So you used to write me a lot of letters. I think as of recently, not so much, but who has time anymore? I haven't written you any letters.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the utter dearth of letters from Dominique.
I'm just making it clear that I'm not calling you out on that. It's just it's nice to be acknowledged and to use the holidays as a time to we're together. We're always with each other and working on different things together. But let's be really intentional with this time and say thank you. And whether it's gift form or experiences. What about you? How important is gift giving? Or how do you prefer to handle gift giving? And what are your thoughts on the importance of exchanging gifts in our relationship?
You're big on love languages. That's not really a love language for me.
Yeah.
Pussy. And I look at gifts differently. A gift for me would be...
Pussy.
I mean, it's kind of me blessing you, but...
Oh, not vice versa.
Hey, listen, it's a blessing, truly.
No, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I would like to be blessed.
Okay.
You want to be blessed? Yeah? We stop this? Should we leave?
Should we leave in the middle of this podcast?
Let's keep it rolling. Be able to hear the grunts.
Oh my God.
How important is it? I mean, a gift for me would be some time to work on something, some time to just if I woke up on a Saturday and you're like, I got it today. You go.
Today?
Have
the
fun.
Entire day. Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to take Nia to my mom's. We're going to hang out. You got the day. Leave me some cash from our joint checking account. Wake me up with a little goofy. Yuck. You know? Some cash. Yeah.
So you're on the same page. It's less physical gift giving and more so experiences and
Oh, the gifts can be physical.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay. You don't.
In fact, get me right now. Loves it. Absolutely. Thinks it's so cheesy. Still works. Still fucking works.
You want to ask this last question?
How can we support each other in maintaining a healthy balance between festive activities and self-care during this season? Because it gets, and you talked about this earlier, it gets hectic. There's a lot to do.
Is there?
Yeah.
What are you up to?
Oh, just Yuletide carols and stuff.
Because we've established, I do the research on the presents. I choose the presents.
I told you she wanted
I do the decorations.
Apparently the great researcher didn't know that our daughter wanted a PJ Masks toy.
Because she already said she wanted an Anna and Elsa doll.
Oh, so she can't change her mind? Wow.
No,
example
because
you're setting
it's
for
been
our daughter.
purchased, so she cannot change her mind. And we're not going to buy her everything on her list.
Technically, I hit purchase on the Eva website.
It was in the cart and you hit checkout.
Yeah, I needed shampoo and conditioner.
Right. And you said, hey, should I check this out? And I'm like, yeah. So you're giving yourself
I wanted to make you feel like you
credit.
had agency.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank
and that's
you
my
so
gift
much.
to you. Merry Christmas.
So you stay busy for the holidays. I hear that.
Always busy.
Yeah.
Bro, it's not a mindset, it's a grind set. Is it one day or
You
day
and this
one?
again. So how do you balance? For you, it's work. You got a lot of work. You're not taking that week off, for example, but you are getting 5 days. So I think that's an example of you finding balance.
Yeah, but
taking
also
time.
like Christmas week in radio, it's like it's dead. It's dead. A lot of people are commuting, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the vibe, and I've been doing this for a decade now, the vibe is more like take a lot of calls, chat with people. It's just like you try to keep people in a happy mood. You try to because a lot of people are still working that week, right? Like not everyone gets off, even Christmas Day. Not everyone gets off the week.
Yeah.
And it's just like keeping people company, having some laughs.
I mean, buses still got to run.
100%. Wish buses had radios in them, but
this is an example of the people who are still hard at work on Christmas
Uber
Day.
drivers.
Yeah.
Love getting in the Uber and seeing my station on the #1 preset. It's always nice.
What is the station? Did you want to plug it or no?
No, they're not paying for ad time. Come
Good.
on. What are we doing
Excellent.
here? They're not
Love
letting me
that.
advertise this on my show. So, and also I know that that week is really big to a lot of other people, and it's kind of a scramble because not everyone can take that week off. So I'm like, I'll work those 3 days. Not a big deal for me. And then I'll just take the first week of the year, some days in January. I've always done that, and I've preferred that.
That's kind. A part of me wants to be like, well, you knew it was big for me, and you let it. You let the week go to somebody else, but that's also very selfless of you to allow your coworkers to have that time with their families.
It's the season, right?
I mean, you could have taken Kwanzaa off, but okay, all right.
We do have it off.
I got it.
The 26th? Oh, you mean the whole week?
Kwanzaa 7 days. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Shall we get into the mailbox or listener, what do you call it? Comment section?
The comment section.
We're going to have to pick a name eventually.
You can send, you can DM us with voice notes and we will play one of yours. The more unhinged, the better, by the way. Questions, concerns, and
anything to do with relationships.
Some flirts, maybe? You want to flirt with us a little bit? Still getting tons of comments. We posted that video on TikTok about bi panic.
Yeah.
People are still panicking. If we made out on this show, they would explode.
Panicking.
They would explode. They would. Want to do some stuff under the desk?
Hit play.
How do you battle gender norms and stereotypes when it comes to your roles as parents and as husband and wife?
So I chose this one because even though she uses the word battling gender roles, I also think
I'm going to war against the patriarchy.
I also think of it as like a balance, because I think in our relationship,
I'm the beta and you're the alpha. You got that dog in you.
I do. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
You do stay howling.
I mean,
right?
You keep me howling. I've said this before. We strive for equity in our relationship and not necessarily equality. Like You're
never
not always going to be
equality.
50-50 when it comes to like raising our kid, to like handling the housework. Like we know I work from home 3 out of the 5 days a week. So there's just more opportunities for me to handle like the dishes or throw a load of laundry in, for example. Because I'm home, if there's an emergency at daycare, I can hop in the car and go get her. You don't have that luxury of like being that close to be able to do those things. So I thought it really related to the overall theme for this episode being balance. And we just spoke about the fact that like when it comes to gift giving, I handle the research, I handle the purchasing, the wrapping.
I drive.
You drive. I like to be passenger princess. So when it comes to gender roles, in my opinion, at least, I'm actually working on allowing him to like spoil me a little bit more. I'm saying him to allow you. I guess I was talking to.
Hey, listen, we'll get back to the sugar daddy if you want. He's spoiling me too.
But like I'm learning to allow you. You always say to me like, allow yourself to like have ease, to be soft.
We talked about this a couple episodes ago, like submission in a relationship, something that you want. You want to be soft. You want to feel like you can be vulnerable. And I mean, who doesn't want that, right?
Yeah, I think it's like, and when we say submission, it's often seen as this negative thing where like I'm giving up all autonomy and I'm just submitting to your every whim.
Passenger princess.
But it's more so.
But for life.
It's more so a trust thing. I want to know that like if I'm not there and somebody asks you to make a decision for the both of us, that like I can readily know that you would make a decision that would protect and benefit our family at the end of the day. Exact period. And so when we talk about gender roles, I've probably my entire life have fought the idea of having gender roles and like, I don't need no man. I can do whatever I need to do. I grew up largely without my dad in the house.
You don't need a man until there's a spider.
Like, period.
You don't need no man until there's a jar that needs to be open. You don't need no man until the compost, which is Dominique only thing in this house. Love to see that you did not compost this week. Thank you very much.
Because you didn't put the bag back, but okay.
It's all juicy and gross. That like that's a Kolter thing, I guess.
No, anyways. I'm not
don't
going to
need
get
no
into
man
this
until the compost.
I'm not doing this with you. But because I grew up largely watching my mom handle everything on her own, I internalized that as, oh, it's okay for a woman, which it is. It's okay for a woman to handle everything, but a woman should not have to, just like a man should not have to either. It should not be all on one person. And so being in our relationship and never having really witnessed a successful marriage before or seen the inner workings of that, something that I'm challenging
from people
myself.
Our age.
Even older.
I mean, like my parents have a successful relationship.
Well, and I saw that when I met you is what I'm saying. Like I didn't grow up around a lot of successful, healthy relationships. So it's now in our relationship, something that I'm striving for is like allowing myself softness, allowing myself to understand that like, even though I saw my mom do it all and seeing the women in my life,
you don't have to do it all. You've got a partner.
Moms, period. Like I can't, it's okay. And it's not necessarily gender roles. Like you're the man, so you must, I don't know, fix the car as an example.
I'm fixing no car. I finally bought a new car. You finally have a new car, so we don't have to fix it.
You're not touching my car. But not assuming those type of gender norms, but more so just like allowing myself to share with you more and really looking to strive for equity in our relationship like we were speaking of before. What's your opinion?
Women, am I right? Take my wife, please. Just like hack boomer humor.
Yeah.
Humor. Because they're boomers.
How do you balance gender norms as parents and as husband and wife?
I think it's especially important as a #girl dad to make sure that my daughter sees that it's okay to dip into one or the other, I guess. If you're looking at gender as a binary, I suppose.
Okay.
Let me walk that back. What am I trying to say here? That you can reject traditional gender roles. And
Absolutely.
I think it gets easier with each generation because parents like us, for instance, that are teaching our children that you can be whatever you want to be, that are teaching our children the reality of systemic oppression, systemic racism, systemic sexism, making them aware of that, showing them what to look for, showing them what they can do to combat that. And also, it's kind of boring to like, oh, you're a dude, you have to do dude things, and you're a gal, and you got to do gal things.
Yeah. And like, we're
I
not
don't want
raising
that for
her.
me.
Yeah.
You don't want that for you.
We're not raising her to like, you're a girl, so that's why your room is covered in pink.
Sure.
And the boys, don't let them play with dolls. Like, and she doesn't see that from us either. It's not like, oh, mommy is
I'm playing
a
with
woman.
dolls all day. That's all I
Mommy's a
do.
woman, so she handles all the child rearing, and daddy's a man, so he has to do all the physical labor in the house.
Beer.
Like, she does not see things like that, and that's very intentional from our end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's difficult because, I mean, parenting is like shame from outside and from within, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm never doing a
You're
good enough
never
job.
good enough.
And people are constantly criticizing, and even like having a gender reveal party, which like, would we necessarily do that today? I don't know.
I don't know.
That was really important to you.
I of course understand both sides. For me, when I was pregnant, it was so much of pregnancy is a mystery, and there's so little for you to know and understand. And it's like this entity is growing inside of you, and you can feel it, or her, Nia. And it's like, I want to know what to expect. I'm just scared and anxious all the time. And so any information you can get about what's growing inside of you, it's, oh my God.
And you're worried that your child is
joy.
going to have genetic defects, or could be sick, or might not make it, or one of a million different things. So to have some sort of, and also certainty in what? To have certainty in what? That your kid's going to have a certain set of equipment?
Sure.
The reality is also that, based on societal expectations, like we could do everything in our power to like eliminate gender as a construct. We don't have her 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And so she's going to be socialized a certain way by the world, and we can do what we want to fight that or to make sure that it's happening in a healthy way. But there are just some realities that girls are going to be treated a certain way, and boys are going to be treated a certain way.
Black girls a certain way.
100%. And as girls and boys get older, they might realize that they are neither girls nor boys.
Absolutely.
Or that I was a girl and I think I might be a boy.
I was assigned girl, but I'm not.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And that develops with age, right? And if that is part of our daughter's journey, full support. Without question.
But also providing a safe environment so that it doesn't, even if it's not something that she recognizes years later, but actually recognizes in herself at an earlier age, that she is able to, like you said, like explore that and feel safe enough to like share and want to take us on that journey with her.
Because there's so many parents, and I'm sure we will unintentionally do this sometimes. Your kid doesn't feel safe coming to you and talking about things. I always want my kid to feel safe talking to me about things. I might not nail an interaction 100%. I'm going to try my best.
We're going to fuck up. We have fucked up.
Maybe you. When have I fucked up?
You've never lost your temper?
No.
Okay.
I'm on Vyvanse, baby. I'm just focused on grinding it out.
And it's also, it's being honest about that and doing what I didn't see often, which was apologizing.
That's big.
Yeah. And it's, mommy was wrong and I shouldn't have done X, Y, Z, and this is what I'm going to do moving forward. And then actually doing that. So just being humble and understanding that even though we're the parents, we don't know it all and we're not going to get it right every single time, but we're going to try.
And also dads can be gentle.
Yeah.
I think a lot of dads equate gentleness with femininity maybe, or with weakness. And I think a lot of dudes equate femininity with weakness.
Yeah.
But like, it's okay to be soft. It's okay to cry in front of your kid.
Absolutely.
It's okay it's the bare minimum to tell your child that you love your child. But it's okay to like
embrace your child, hug them, and
it's the best.
Say you're proud and say when you're angry, or say like,
be open with your feelings.
I'm frustrated right now and daddy needs a minute.
Yeah. I need some quiet time. I need some time alone. And she's learning that too.
Yeah.
I need some time alone. 100%. I mean, like, we need to go to daycare now. So why don't you have that time alone at daycare? But like, you know, if we're home or whatever, it's the weekend. Like you need some time alone. You want to color in your room. You want to just like lay in bed, take your time.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's good at that. She's good at saying, I'm frustrated. I need to be alone.
Yeah.
I'm going off and like,
you can't control your emotions, but you can control your behavior.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to control your behavior.
And that's a lesson I did not learn until I was much older than her. So
still learning
how to say, I need time. All right. Thank you for the question. And again, you can submit your own and submit it through voice notes. If you prefer to remain anonymous, we can always change up your voice too so that nobody has to know what you're asking.
We will dox you. She's lying. No, we're not going to dox you.
But I think it's time to kiss goodnight. Let's call that an episode.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I hope we do a little more than kiss goodnight.
Oh, Lord.
At Kolter Talks on all platforms, Kolter with a K.
And I am at Dom Creates on TikTok and at Dom.creates on Instagram.
Dot. Also, buy this mug. Link in bio.
Stocking stuffer.
Just buy it. I don't care if it's for Christmas or not. Buy 10 of them.
Happy holidays.